Hey everybody, now welcome back to my channel. How's everybody doing today? I hope that you're having a great weekend so far. So in this video, we will be discussing the latest news surrounding your social security benefits, unemployment benefits, and of course the third stimulus check. Now tell me folks in the comments down below, have any of you guys received your $1,400 payment yet? If you did, then be sure to leave a comment so that other members of my community can see that the IRS is still sending out stimulus checks. The whole goal of this channel is to provide you guys with the most up-to-date and reliable stimulus check news. I want to see every member of my community receive a $1,400 stimulus payment. Now folks, do you believe that we should get a fourth stimulus check of $2,000 a month? If you do, then be sure to get this video to 1,000 likes. Now folks, I completely understand how all of you feel. I cannot believe how long it is taking the IRS to send out all those third stimulus checks to each and every eligible American. The IRS has left us in the dirt with no further updates or information. Now although the IRS said that it will begin processing the next wave of checks today, it seems like most of you are still not seeing any payment date on the IRS Get My Payment tool, or even a pending deposit. Alright everybody, so if you are still waiting for your third stimulus payment, then be sure to leave a comment in the comment section below. There are millions of Americans across the country that are in the same boat as you. The IRS has been doing a really bad job of distributing the third stimulus checks to millions of people. I know it's hard to stay patient and calm during these times everybody, but folks just know this. The IRS usually begins processing payments on Fridays, and then banks release the stimulus funds to its customers the following Wednesday. Some of you can begin to see a pending deposit in your bank account over the weekend. Now there are also some banks that don't show the pending deposits. The money is just deposited into the account right away. Now folks, just because you don't see a pending deposit in your bank account does not mean that your stimulus check is not on its way. Now if you don't see a stimulus check anytime soon, it is still possible that your $1,400 payment was garnished by private debt collectors. Unlike the second stimulus check, which was sent out last year, the third round of stimulus checks do not include garnishment prohibitions, and that's because the American Rescue Plan passed through budget reconciliation. Lawmakers were unable to block debt collectors from garnishing stimulus checks. The American Bankers Association and other banking groups did try to fix this, and they asked for Congress to take the necessary steps to protect the payments. And while Congress has enacted, some states are pushing back. There are governors and attorney generals outlawing the garnishment practice in recent weeks. In fact, everybody, the governor of New Jersey signed an executive order on March 24th protecting the latest stimulus funds from debt collectors. Other states that have enacted protections for your stimulus check include Maryland, Massachusetts, Nebraska, and even Washington. But if you guys do not live in any of these states, your check may still be garnished by a private debt collector. And according to the IRS, Americans who have already filed their 2020 tax returns may be entitled to additional stimulus money as part of a plus-up payment. Eligible Americans will include those who saw their incomes or number of dependents change last year. However, everybody, the IRS is warning people expecting those payments, these checks may be less than anticipated, depending on a couple of factors. The plus-up payment is determined by the differences between your 2019 and 2020 tax return, and how different those changes are will determine how much money you actually receive. Now remember folks that Joe Biden's $1.9 trillion bill includes a $300 weekly boost to unemployment benefits, and extends two key pandemic unemployment programs until early September. Let me know in the comments everybody, if you think that lawmakers in Congress should increase the $300 weekly boost to $400. Now there are several states that recently announced that many or all recipients of unemployment benefits will have to search for work to bolster their skills to remain on unemployment benefits. These states include North Carolina, South Carolina, and Nevada. There are already 19 other states that have brought back the requirement. The jobless could lose benefits. Now that's all the news in this video everybody. If you guys found this video useful and helpful, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a like.
Crisis today, we do have a retirement crisis, and that is a very serious problem. All over this country, millions of Americans, people who have worked their entire lives, are wondering if they will ever be able to retire with any shred of dignity. The sad truth is that as a result of the collapse of our middle class and declining wages, more than half of older workers between the ages of 55 to 64 have no retirement savings. Imagine that. You're heading to the moment in your life when you're no longer able to work, when you can't earn any income, and you have nothing in the bank.
I'm honored to be with you. 2 years ago, I began my campaign here in Pittsburgh, saying I was running to rebuild the backbone of America. And today, I return as your president to lay out the vision of how I believe we do that, rebuild the backbone of America. It's a vision not seen through the eyes of Wall Street or Washington, but through the eyes of hardworking people, like the people I grew up with. People like Mike and his union family, union workers in his Carpenters Training Center. People like the folks I grew up with in Scranton and Claymont, Delaware. People who get up every day, work hard, raise their family, pay their taxes, serve their country, and volunteer for their communities, and just looking for a little bit of breathing room, just a little bit of light. Ordinary Americans doing extraordinary things. People who break their necks every day for their families and the country they love. A country that, in fact, which on the day I was elected was in extreme distress, with the virus on a deadly rampage that has now killed over 500, I carry it in my pocket every day. I have the list of exactly how many have died. 547,296 Americans dead from the virus. More than all the people killed in World War I, World War II, the Vietnam War, 9/11. 547,296 Americans. And an economy that left millions out of work and created so much anxiety. That's why I moved so quickly to pass the American Rescue Plan with the help of my friends here in the Congress. I really mean that. It didn't pass by a whole lot, but with the leadership of Connor and Bobby and Mayor, you got it done. Because it was an emergency. We needed to act to save jobs, to save businesses, to save lives. And that's what we did. We're beginning to see the results. We're on our way to having given 200 million vaccination shots in the first 100 days of my presidency. When I said I'd get 100 million done, people thought it was a significant exaggeration. We're going to get 200 million done, twice the original goal, because of all the help of all of you. Leading economists are now predicting our economy will grow 6% this year. That's a rate we haven't seen in years and years. We can cut child poverty in half this year. With the American Rescue Plan, we're meeting immediate emergencies. Now it's time to rebuild. Even before the crisis we're now facing, those at the very top in America were doing